Okay, today I'm going to attempt to make some pumpkin gnocchi. So I have just over 2 cups of flour here, and I made a nice little well. I'm going to open up my jarred pumpkin pulp. I'm going to dump it in the middle. Maybe not. I'm going to pop it out. And that's about 2 cups, maybe a little bit shy of 2 cups of pumpkin pulp. And that's just straight pumpkin. This is pumpkin that I had cooked down and canned for later use. Just gonna get that all in the middle. All that goodness there. And what I did also was I had strained the pumpkin before I jarred it to get rid of any excess moisture. So it's just pure pumpkin pulp. You can see it's pretty thick, which is what we need. Okay, to this I'm going to add 1 egg. This is an extra large egg. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some salt. And I'm gonna crack some black pepper in here. Just to season that just a little bit. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna break the yolk with my fingers. And I'm just gonna slowly incorporate the flour a little bit at a time. And I have some flour on standby, just in case it needs a little bit more, but you're gonna go by the feel of it. And what you wanna do is create a dough. I go ahead and throw my other hand in there and just start mixing it. Just keep bringing the flour in there. Squish it through your fingers until this forms a nice dough. I don't think I'm gonna need any more flour by the feel of it. I'm just gonna keep mixing this in. Bring the loose flour and just keep doing this until we form a dough. Okay, so here's my dough. See how it springs back? It's beautiful. I'm just gonna cover it and let it rest for a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna start making a nice tomato sauce. And I think I also might make a cream sauce too and try it 2 different ways. So we're gonna let that rest. Okay, so you're gonna cut off a piece and you're gonna roll it into a snake. Now it's not rolling for some reason like that, so I'm gonna do it this way. The dough is very soft. I did have to add some more flour to it, but it seems to be working okay now. There we go. Then you take your knife and you're gonna cut little pieces like that. And those are the gnocchi. And then what I like to do to it is I take my fork and I put it and I roll it. And I roll it so it gets a nice design to it. That way all the sauce, whatever sauce you're gonna be using, sticks in those grooves. And then I just have a cookie sheet over here lined with some wax paper and flour that I've been lining them up with. I'll show you them in a second. So then I just line them up like that on my cookie sheet, and once my cookie sheet is full, I'll just put it into the freezer so it can flash freeze until I'm ready to go ahead and cook them. Okay, so the gnocchi are in the pot, waiting for them to come up for a boil. This is what they look like. So salted water, of course. I have my cheese sauce going. Look at that, it's ready for the gnocchi. And I have a tomato sauce. So we're gonna try it 2 different ways. They're starting to float to the top, so they're almost ready, but we want them all, or pretty much the majority of them, to be floating to the top. A few more minutes. Okay, so here you have it, pumpkin gnocchi 2 different ways with homemade red sauce and homemade white sauce. Delicious.